but the doctor does tell me that it's not contagious, so I'll continue on. It is now 4 o'clock and I am calling the Young Planning Commission meeting to order. May I have a roll call, please?
Commissioner John Graber,
Here.
Commissioner Ann Warmond. Here. Commissioner Carlos Perez,
Here.
Commissioner Bob Howard,
Here.
Commissioner Jerry Fugic,
Here.
Commissioner John Thompson.
Here.
I have Stephanie Dunn excused.
Well, the next item on the agenda will be the Pledge of Allegiance. If you please stand. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America,
and to
to
the
the
republic
republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. The next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes. Has everyone had an opportunity to read the minutes? I approve the minutes as written. We'll have a motion
I'll second.
and have a second, Ms. Warren. Okay, the next item, they're approved, minutes are approved. Oh, the next item on the agenda is city staff communications. Are there any communications from the city staff?
Yes, Mr. Chair, member of the board, we have a new planning and building manager, Barry Cooper. He's here today, so if you wanna go ahead and introduce yourself.
Just wanted to say hello, look forward to working with you.
Good.
I'm on day 6, so I basically know how to log into my computer and dial out on the telephone. But actually, we've actually discussed several projects that we're going to be bringing to the Planning Commission in the coming months, so Miriam's getting me up to speed.
That being the case, I have a question for you. When is the next review scheduled for the comprehensive plan?
Well, the review process itself starts this year. The comp plan is due to be finalized in June 30th of 2025. So that's a 2-year planning period. We have just basically, well, we're checking actually, but we should be able now to apply for a grant from Commerce. They weren't accepting applications until the 2023. So we'll be doing that first. That should be pretty soon. We'll apply for that, and that grant for a city of our size should be in the amount of $125,000. They help pay for that. Once we get the grant, we will go out with a request for proposals from consultants. So that process takes a little while. First to develop the RFP and then to select firms to interview and bring someone on board. So if I had to guess, I would say within the next maybe 3 to 4 months, we should be able to actually start working on the comp plan. But that is a big guess because I don't know how long Commerce will take to review the grant. But we're basically working on it in some fashion or other right now, just to get it.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda are public comments. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to address? No. All right, well, I won't even go over the rules regarding that. We'll just move on to agenda item number 7. Any unfinished business from the staff? Any unfinished business?
We don't have any information.
No, very well. All right, item number 8 on the agenda is new business. And we are ready to accept nominations for vice chair. Do I hear of any nominations? I'll nominate Bob Howard. Howard, any other nominations? Bob, would you accept that?
I'll accept it.
All right, then we'll have a vote. Do I have to have a motion for that? I don't think so. Do I to have a vote for
Any other,
vice chair?
you have to do 3 times any other nominations, and any other nominations, and any other nominations.
So, okay, all right,
And
so
the train goes through.
that being the case, we've done that then. There are no other nominations, and all those in favor of Bob being the vice chair, please say aye.
Aye.
All those against? It's passed. You are now the vice chair, Bob.
Thank you.
All right, next item is a staff report on any other new business. Is there any other new business?
Yes, so I put together a meeting schedule for 2023. It's attached to the agenda. And basically what I did, I moved those days that, because basically like we made the third Monday of each month. And some of the Mondays were holidays, so I moved them to Tuesday, the following Tuesday. So as you can see, next month's meeting would be on a Tuesday, same with June meeting, it would be on a Tuesday because June 19th is Juneteenth. So yeah, I thought that would be make it simple for us. If you have any questions, let me know.
I like that very much.
Yeah,
That's
it's
very
very
good.
helpful.
Anything else, Miriam?
No, that's it.
All right. This is gonna be a fast meeting.
We'll expect all the meetings after that.
All right, you got it. All right, we go on to reports from for the commission. Oh, well, let's see, that would be subcommittee reports. Do we have any?
We're moving forward with looking at the designs of the new stage and the stage for the city park. And that stage would be designed and the work would be done this year before the summertime. If there's enough time to get it completed before we start having events in the park. If there's not enough time, it'll be done after the end of the summer. So we don't yet know how much time it's going to take to actually do the work or who's going to be the construction group that's going to do it. All of those steps still need to be performed. But the timing of it really depends on whether it could be all finished by the time that we're going to start having events. I believe the first events come in June and then July. So we'll double check and see if there are any before that. Make sure that we don't conflict. We don't want to have construction in the park during the time that there anything's going on. The next one is we are starting to review the prior, the current version of the parks comp plan. And to prepare for being able to do an update to that parks plan. And what's great is that we're expecting information that'll come to the planning commission on the housing analysis that's being done. That housing analysis will help in the parks plan being updated to reflect where new housing is going to be, where the demand for parks is going to be. And then we also have some work that's been done recently by the Arts Commission, who's solicited the general population. And that was done at Christmas in the Park to find out what people are really looking for, what's not there already, and what the needs are. One particular need that's been brought to light already is a need for a gathering place for the older children, that is teens that don't consider themselves children anymore. That is, they're getting grown up, but they still need some place to gather with supervision. And so that's one of the things that's that we'll have to look at ours and see how other communities address that. Because you can't just open a park and say, okay, anybody comes and does what they choose. Because as you get to the older children, you have any number of supervisory responsibilities.
Is there any idea as to what kind of facility you're talking about?
No, just that we've got a lot of feedback through the Arts Commission and directly to the Parks Board that the I want to call them kids, but the young people who are in junior the middle school and in high school are lacking a place to go that is safe and warm and out of the rain, after school.
What about this boys club?
And so what about the Boys Girls Club? Is there
Yeah.
coordination between that and the Parks Committee or?
Yeah,
There hasn't been a discussion with them as yet, but we're in the very early stages, because the very first thing we'd have to do is update the Parks Comp Plan
Mm.
to incorporate this. And we gathered that information from the Boys and Girls Clubs, as well as the more information from the rest of the community to update the Parks Plan in order to get grants to do something, like if it's a facility or if it's just an open area. We'd have to first have it in the comp plan.
and that Parks Plan, is that within the purview of the Parks Committee, or is that something that's part of?
It is the way in which it was done before. I think we're following the same pattern, but I'm not absolutely certain, is that the Parks Board members worked on it and provided the final draft to the Planning Commission for review. And then it becomes a part of the comp plan, but it's the parks portion of it. So the Planning Commission does have the review, and then it goes on to the council.
But does that not become initiated until the 2025 comprehensive plan is looked at, or is that an addendum to the existing comprehensive plan?
It is part of the update. The timing of the update, I didn't know the 2025 date for it, but the comp plan update in the past years did take 2 years to
Yeah.
get through, because it's not just, as I recall, we didn't just go from the Parks Board to the Planning Commission, but we also went to the council, and then we also went to Thurston County,
Hmm.
and then somewhere in the state. I can't remember for certain which part of the state of Washington actually reviewed it. But each of those groups had to do a review before it was stamped as, yes, this is the comp plan. But the way we've been told things work is that you need to have a find to the details of how it's going to be built or what's going to be built, but you need to have at least a line item
Right,
in the priorities that says teen facility and describes generally what it'd be about. And at present, we don't have that.
thank you, Ed.
Regarding the comp plan, so parks elements are not mandatory for comprehensive plans because there is this parks master plan. But a lot of communities make sure, still add that element, but they just make sure it's consistent with whatever is in the parks master plan.
Right,
So the comp plan wouldn't hold this planning process up just because that is a voluntary
I
element.
guess that's what I was asking, yes, all right. All right, well, any more questions for Ann? Thank you, Ann. That,
No, I haven't,
all
yeah, you know,
right,
yeah.
okay. Well, all right then, that being the case and all the items on the agenda being addressed, and it is now 4:14 PM, I adjourn the meeting. And the next meeting will be February the 21st.
We will need a motion to adjourn, then a vote.
I don't think so.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I move we adjourn.
Well, very well then.
There's a second.
Very well. A motion has been to adjourn and seconded. Meeting is adjourned.
Oh, then you have to ask if people are in favor.
Oh, are you in favor of it?
Oh,
Yes.
Yes, all right. And I, okay,
Robert's Rules of Order.
A little bit of information about something that's going to be coming up.
yes.
In 1924, the Army Air Services, that was before the Army Air Corps and the Air Force. September of 1924, the Army Air Services flew around the world. Now,